That down. Let's move on to this. You know, this weekend, a lot of people are speculating maybe this is the weekend that could be the next Barbenheimer. The next Glicked. Is that what they called the Gladiator Wicked one?
Something
Glicked?
like that.
I can't remember what you
Glicked.
guys called it. Maybe this could be the next one. I don't think it's going to be quite that, but it is going to be big as Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible are coming out. And now there's some pretty big numbers being thrown around about just how big of a weekend it could be. Some are suggesting it could be the biggest one of all time for Memorial Day weekend. Anyway, Deadline is writing the following. Both Lilo and Mission will score a global start that's looking at a $485 million combined, nearly $500 million for an opening weekend. That's worldwide. Broken out, that's a $275 million global debut for Lilo and Stitch and $210 million for Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, the 8th movie in the Tom Cruise franchise. Lilo and Stitch, stateside, this is domestic, has 20 million plus so far just in pre-sales, which is about half of what Moana 2 and 2019's live action The Lion King had before opening. They were at 40 million apiece. But the pre-sales are ahead of the Super Mario Brothers movie, which ended up being over $1 billion film, Little Mermaid, which ended up being close to $500 million of a film, and a Minecraft movie, which is closing in on $1 billion. The biggest opener for Memorial Day weekend belongs to Top Gun Maverick at $160.5 million, also Cruise's record debut, and Lilo and Stitch is eyeing a $150 million opener. Best opening for a Disney film is the second best Memorial Day opener, 2007's Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, which did $139.8 million. All right. Now, since this article came out, there have been a couple of things put out suggesting that these numbers might be low, which is funny to me because I looked at them and I thought these numbers are high. Now, I think Lilo and Stitch is going to make a lot of money. I think Mission Impossible is going to make good money. But I mean, I didn't think it was going to be this high. Now, here's the big trick. Ann and I have tickets for both Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible today, but we might need to move them from our theater here in Riverside, California, to Las Vegas, Nevada, depending on how early we got to leave for Las Vegas today. So I might have to go see them. So the real question is going to be, how hard is it going to be for me to change my tickets and actually go see Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible tonight? According to these numbers, it might be difficult for me to find. Ann and I might be sitting in separate seats. Hell, we might be sitting in separate theaters. Rob, what do you think about these numbers? Is this right around where you thought? Are these numbers high? Are they low? I don't know. What are you thinking about that? And what out of all the numbers we just read is standing out to you the most?
Well, first of all, overall, it's great to see that there's this much interest in theatrical films. I mean, first and foremost, that means that theater owners are happy. That means patrons are happy. People are excited about movies, and I love to see that. This does not surprise me. These are two giant tentpole event films that are crafted. I mean, look, I know that Mission Impossible has had some, call them middling reviews, but you can't
Still
say
over 80%.
Yeah, you can't say that Chris McQuarrie and Tom Cruise are phoning it in because they're leaving everything on the field.
I don't think they phone in anything.
No, they don't. They're leaving it on the field, and I'm going to. I see Mission Impossible 6:00 tonight in my local theater. I can't wait, and I think Lilo and Stitch. Look, for my darkened, old, shriveled soul to be excited about a Disney live action movie, since we've seen things, even at CinemaCon, watching those extended scenes from Lilo and Stitch, I'm like, this movie looks great, you know? And to see that we're getting these things, this is what studio filmmaking has become. Grand swings, big crowd-pleasing entertainments. That's what the studios should be doing. That I mean, not maybe recreating animated classics. I'd like to see more original stuff, but this is what we got. And I think this is really exciting. It's really cool. And remember, a lot of other smaller independent films that are also at these theaters are going to benefit.
Yeah.
Because when people see movies and they have a good time at the motion picture shows, they want to recreate that experience and see more movies. And there's a lot of really interesting stuff coming out. I saw that in my local theater, they're showing Final Destination Bloodline, and they're also showing it in Spanish. And they have a Spanish,
Really?
yes, and they have a Spanish one sheet.
That's neat.
I thought that was really cool, because out here in the Inland Empire, there's a lot of Spanish-speaking members
Everywhere
of the community.
across California.
Yeah, so I thought that was the Harkins Theater chain is a great theater chain. There's not a lot of them in California, but they're great, and I love my local Harkins Theater.
Every time you mention Harkins, I think of Hawkins.
Right, you
So I
think
just
about
feel like
Stranger Things.
I feel like there's something very mysterious at this theater you go to.
No. There. I have to say the shout out to Harkins. That theater, the Mountain Grove Theater. Every time I go there, somebody recognizes me, and I have a good time. The management is great. The bar and the people that work at the bar are great. The concessions are great, and the projection in their CineX. And actually, I've never seen bad projection at that theater. And I went and saw smaller movies. I love going there, and it's like a destination theater.
That's
I like
great.
walking in there.
Like an ArcLight kind of.
Yeah, it's like it is. I just love it, and they do not pay me to say this. But I and when you go there and people, I love going there when there's big openings because everyone's excited. Like nobody's mad. People have smiles on their
By the way,
faces.
honestly, not being facetious, I forgot what is the topic we're talking about right now?
Movies, big weekend.
Oh,
for-
the weekend. That's right. I was just so caught up in what you're saying about Hargan. I'm like, what topic are we
No, but
discussing?
because
right now?
go into the theater, and when you go, and now you got popcorn buckets. I mean, the last time I went to Harkins was to see, the big opening was Captain America.
Yeah.
And they had comic book. They had the popcorn buckets, and everybody was excited, and people have smiles on their faces, and it's great. And I think this weekend you're gonna have two different audiences: the family-friendly audience with kids, and the people that want to get their action fix.
Yeah.
So how cool! What a great time to go to the picture shows.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, going to the theater tonight, you can go see Lilo and Stitch. You can go see Mission Impossible. You can go see, and you absolutely should be seeing Final Destination.
Yeah.
You can see Thunderbolts. You can see Minecraft movie. You can see, they're all in theaters right now.
You can see David Cronenberg's The Shrouds.
Yeah, that's out in some theaters. It's out in a couple of them.
I mean, you can go see The Wiz. That's out.
Oh, did they re-release that this
Yeah.
week? That's this weekend?
You can ease on down to your local theater.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, BetterHelp. You know what? I think we've come a long way in how we talk about mental health. I mean, that great show Shrinking certainly helps, but it used to be something people avoided bringing up. But now, more and more, we're realizing it's just as important to take care of yourself mentally as it is taking care of yourself physically. But still, 1 in 4 Americans say that they've skipped getting any kind of help because they're afraid of getting judged, and that has got to change. This month is Mental Health Awareness Month, so let's talk about how therapy isn't just for people going through major life events. It's for learning healthy coping strategies, building boundaries, and growing into the best version of ourselves. And BetterHelp makes it easier than ever. They've been connecting people with licensed therapists for over 10 years, with a network of over 30,000 professionals across a wide range of specialties. It's completely online, so it fits into your schedule. No commuting, no waiting rooms, and if the therapist you're with isn't the right fit for you, you can switch at any time, no extra cost. We are all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/Campea to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? How big of a weekend are you expecting this to be for Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible? Have you guys tried getting tickets this weekend? Super easy, barely an inconvenience, or kind of difficult? Do you have tickets already? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.